Hey, Austin, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I don't know if we've talked to you since the whole kind of COVID deal. Just how difficult was that stretch there? You've obviously come out of it, pretty good on the other side. I don't think you've missed a field goal here. Just how difficult was that situation, and what did you do to kind of keep yourself ready through that stretch there?
Yeah, no, it definitely it sucked. It was a little setback. But obviously following protocols and doing what I could with vitamins and medicine and rest got me back sooner than later. And throughout all that, I was doing just like some routine steps at my house in the backyard, or I'd go to a high school field and I would kick, and my wife would shag some balls for me, and that's kind of what I did through quarantine, just to stay ready, stay game ready, and kind of just get ready to help this team. So
That's a keeper there, right? The wife
yeah,
shagging the balls
absolutely.
there and getting you keeping you ready.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dave,
Hey Austin, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that. The wife being the MVP there and helping you out during COVID. Where'd you guys go? How often did she go out and shag balls for you?
So the first time I went and kicked, just found a field and kicked at a tree. Yeah, so that was that. Out in Royal Oak. I don't know exactly where it's at. I was just driving around trying to find a place to kick, and I saw a field and it looked flat. So that's where we went. And then maintaining a safe physical distance, my wife would throw the balls back to me. And that's how we did that. And then we ended up at a turf field. I don't know the name of it. I just know Jack told me that's where he kicked over like the summer. Um, so I went there and it worked out great. The field was wide open, no one there. So I didn't have to worry about being around people. And yeah, that's just where I went and kicked, and it all worked out. So, it's different, but we made it work.
Make do with what you can, I guess, right? When you have
Exactly.
to. Did you maintain like your regular routine for the week you were off? You know what I mean? Was there you have certain
Yeah.
days that you kick and do the exact same kicking essentially?
Yeah. So when at first when I first got COVID, I didn't really have symptoms for the first couple days, and then I got hit with a little wall of the symptoms, like flu-like symptoms. So after that, I went out and made it like a almost like a chore. I had to do it. Like I needed to go kick. So went and kicked at that field the one day. And then I found a turf baseball diamond. I went and kicked that. And I kind of tried to stay on routine. And I mean, it was a little different at first, just with your fatigue levels and things like that, but made it work and really kept the same rep scheme that I have here at practice, just to keep the endurance up.
On a personal level, what has this little stretch been like for you? Obviously you had a nice season your rookie year, and then went through the NFL ringer here. I guess the last 12 months or whatever it was before seems like finding a home here. So what has this stretch been like for you?
It's just the same attitude. I just do the best I can during the week to prepare for game days, and when my name's called upon, just go out there and help this team whatever way I can. And that's kind of been my, I guess, motto. And hard work and the grit that this team needs and wants. I'm trying to follow that path. And there's a lot of belief here in this organization, and can really get behind that. So
What one last thing for me? What's the key to a successful onside kick?
just doing your job in practice and letting it come out on game day, not thinking about it, just doing it.
To get that bounce though, is there anything that you're trying to
Live right.
luck? I mean, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Dave Fipp, what have you learned about him and his aggressiveness, I guess, over whether it was yesterday or through your time here?
We're trying to win football games here, and I think that's pretty clear throughout the whole building, and that comes down to special teams as well. So if we can execute what we're supposed to do and help the offense, help the defense in any way we can, I think we're going to do that. So I mean, I thought yesterday was awesome. I don't know when the last time a team's run three fakes in a game, but that was my first time, and I thought it was pretty cool because it definitely sparks momentum. and that kind of, it builds with the offense and the defense and gives us momentum to, finish out games. So unfortunately that didn't happen, but it's definitely cool to see the energy rise on the sideline after something like that happens.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Tim.
Yeah, just a couple real quick follow-ups. Your wife's name?
Valerie.
Valerie. A common spelling?
Yeah.
Okay. And then just what kind, you feel like you're in obviously yesterday shows it, but you feel like you're in a really good groove right now?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I've been hitting well. Jack's a great holder. Scott's been snapping really well. And I mean, like I said, it's just one kick at a time, trusting the process and trusting my technique and putting the team first. As soon as you start putting yourself first, things start going bad. So as long as I keep putting the team first and wanting to help this team win, I feel very confident in myself. This is a team sport, and I want to help this team win football games.
Thanks.
Chris, last one.
Hey, Austin, just on the onside kicks, I guess, I think I've seen you out a little bit, even with like assistant coaches and stuff, just practicing those bounces at times. How often do you go through that sort of stuff? I mean, how often does the full special teams line up and practice, recovering one of those?
Yeah, I would say probably a few times a week. As the week progresses to game day, we always look at the opponent's kicker and look at his track record of onside kicks, and we try and mimic those in practice, along with things that we come up with. It's weird. Like, this game's been going on for so long, but still there's kicks that people haven't done and haven't figured out. So it's always just that kind of like thinking process of what we can do, where we can expose someone to get the ball back. And it's really cool to think about. But we try to give the best look possible when it comes to the hands team or surprise onside kicks to our kickoff return team, so they're ready when that happens.
I mean, do you feel like you guys, they're so rare, recoveries are so rare in the NFL now? You have 2 off your kicks this year alone. I mean, you feel like you have some mojo with it? I know you mentioned you just got to get a little bit lucky, but you obviously have something working there that you guys feel good about.
Yeah, I definitely think it comes down to, I have to execute the kick, but most importantly, it's the guys who are getting that ball. If they're not going 100% after it, then we're not getting that kick recovered. And these guys are fearlessly going to get that ball. And I have a lot of respect for the dudes doing that, because you really got to man up and do that. So a lot of respect to those guys. And like I said, we just got to execute and put the team first and do what we can.
How much trash was Jack Fox talking after he threw his pass yesterday?
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
So how much was Jack Fox trash talking after he threw his pass yesterday? Disappointed you didn't get to throw one yourself?
No, he wasn't saying too much. He was just ready to get out there and flip the field. But no, it was really cool to see that all come together as well, because I know he played a quarterback in high school and he was trying to prove to me that he played quarterback in high school. So
Thank you.
Yep.
Dave, one last one.
Hey, when did they tell you? Who told you, I guess, and when did they tell you, exactly that you were onside kicking? Did you know right away?
Yeah, about 30 seconds before that kick happened. We had some speculation that we were going to do it, but you never really know. And so called it, executed it, and it worked out well for us.
So it wasn't something that you saw there to pull it off. It was one of the hey, we're doing it here regardless of their look.
Yeah. We saw it early on in the week and knew that it was a possibility. So we worked it, and we knew it was in the game plan. We just didn't know when it was going to be called upon, and it's really the perfect time to call it. So everything worked out, and it was a good call.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.